I'm joined today with Ree Burns from Catena Media. She's the head of sales, and she's going to be talking to us a little bit about what really goes on behind the scenes at a super affiliate company. Thanks very much for joining us today, Ree, and giving us some of your time. Really appreciate having you on this call. So let's kick off there and actually just talk about, what is a super affiliate? What does that actually look like now? And, how are you evolving as a business?
Yeah, I mean, it's been quite a journey. When I joined Catena, we were only 15 people, and already still one of the big hits. Now we are 400 people across 9 locations around the world, and it's great, but we're really like any other business. We have hardworking teams that work, that sit thinking about work and really just care about making the best products. And providing as much value as possible to the readers and to our clients. It's really a lot of teamwork.
That's a really fantastic story. The fact that you started there when there were just 15 people and now there's over 400. What does that growth rate actually look like? I mean, for an operator or for an affiliate manager to understand that, unless they've actually worked at small companies that have grown really, really big and had that time, many affiliate managers probably don't understand what that journey looks like. So can you maybe talk a little bit about, how that evolution happened, and where you stand today?
Yeah, and it was a lot of fun. There's quite a few of us that have been here along that journey. So I really feel like it's a company built by the people rather than a lot of people joining kind of later on and doing things we're always done. We've been very lucky in the leaders that we've had. Everyone's very creative, box, and we really had the chance to do things that we thought were best rather than just focusing on the bottom line at the end of every year. Really we chose to always focus on relationships first. So our main company KPI for those 4 years has always been standing relationships. So really everything we've done, we grew a lot through acquisition. So we bought a lot of companies and onboarded them into our teams, and that's become more and more seamless every time.
I was going to say,
people are excited to come and join us.
I've been quite lucky that I've been through a couple of iterations where companies have bought companies, and it's quite a difficult process for any business to take on board. So the fact that Catena has done that quite successfully over the last couple of years is actually really a testament to you and your leadership. So I think that's a really important thing to just stress in this call, because we don't often get to get behind the scenes and talk to businesses the way that I get to, basically. So tell us a little bit about this innovation, because clearly you had to have been a very innovative company in order to grow so fast. Talk to us about how you're making your content more authentic, because relationships are important with affiliate managers, but obviously as an affiliate, your relationship with your players or your audience is even more important. So what are the sort of content strategies and things that you've seen over the years in this growth period that others can maybe learn from?
Yeah, this is something that we've really grown in since I first joined. In the beginning, it was very much like, oh, what's the next big bonus? And that was really the extent of the strategies. But as we acquire kind of community sites like Ask Gamblers, like Free Spins, we got much more connection with the players. We can really find out what matters to them and make sure we tailor our content around that. And we really tried to expand on what we give them. So we do a lot of surveys, a lot of forum posts from the readers, and we discovered that they really care more about things like fast withdrawals, safe payments, the game providers, and even the licensing. So we've really moved more that in all of our content strategies, really focusing on what the casino offers rather than the bonus that you join. And for us, it's really helped us improve more important metrics, like the time the player spends on our website reading, and also how many of those readers come back to us. Instead of just getting as many clicks and NDCs as possible, it's really about building that trust with the reader, giving them a reason to come back and trust our recommendation the next time they're looking for something new as well.
And I think that's quite important for affiliate managers to understand, because it's not just about the driving of the traffic, but they actually need to be working with affiliates more collaboratively. And I've kind of been banging my drum about this for many years. it's about making sure that you're using that content. It's not just about acquisition, but it's also about retention. It's about using the data that affiliates see across the board, not only in your own brand, and utilizing that information and pulling that information back through the affiliate program into the wider business. So looking at what works with players, what is it, games, is it servicing, is it payments, all of these things are really vital pieces of important information that an operator wouldn't be able to get unless they did work with an affiliate that can feed that stuff back. So I mean, other than, and you also touched a little bit on the bonus stuff. So, there's a lot of chit chat in the industry about, whether bonusing, especially on casino, because we've grown an ugly, teenager in that respect, where everybody just went bonus, bonus. And now customers expect that. But where are you seeing the change across, because you obviously have a lot of prominent sites there, but where are you seeing the change in terms of operators changing their strategies, rather than affiliates trying to re-educate customers that bonuses aren't the only thing that you need to be looking at? Are you seeing any change in that respect?
Yes,
from operators?
definitely. I would say mostly in Sweden, and even before the regulation come in, the focus on bonuses was reducing with the rise of these kind of no account casinos, where the bonus became less viable. I thought there would be a period of kind of educating the players, if anything, like get a bonus, but you get this kind of speedy sign up, instant verification. But the players kind of latched onto it straight. They don't seem to miss having no bonuses and really enjoy the other kind of better safety withdrawals. So I've seen it definitely in Sweden, and as the no account solutions expand in countries like Germany, I think that will translate into other markets too. So the operators are getting on board with this idea that it's not just about the first thing you offer the player. It's really about the full package and the lifetime that they spend with you.
Well, that actually leads us quite nicely into the next question, because I did want to say that, affiliates of your stature and size, you are becoming, really corporate businesses, your brands in your own right. You are what I call mini influencers. So, you're influencing players in terms of where they should go and play, but you're also influencing the marketplace in terms of how things are delivered, how content is structured, how you're educating customers. So how do you think that, influencer marketing is going to touch in the affiliate channel this year? What do you think, the future looks like in terms of the current affiliate model, where it's operator, affiliate, player, and then all the spaces in between? How do you think that looks?
Yeah, I've seen this year particularly quite a change in two ways, really. One, the kind of channels that we use as affiliates. Historically, kind of gambling was not so social or social media friendly. People didn't want to kind of share on Facebook that they like, or on Instagram, for example. But now it's really taking off. People are willing to kind of see you on Facebook, watch your YouTube videos, watch you streaming on Twitch, and communicate community there. So that's a big change I've seen. It's become more regulated and kind of safer. They've become a lot more social, which means we can reach people through like a lot more channels.
And I think that's the thing, the whole affiliate model is changing. I mean, I know I've seen one evolution in my 20 years of working in affiliate marketing, and I believe that we're on the cusp of another evolutionary cycle within the affiliate channel, where it's no longer just about website, and it's no longer just about driving traffic. It's about building communities, building brands, building audiences, and touching those audiences in many different channels. As a huge affiliate, you obviously have access to resources and like insight and innovation. But what about for smaller affiliates? I mean, you're quite experienced. Can you give some of that experience to other affiliates today and sort of tell them where they should maybe be focusing their efforts, because they can't do everything, and they don't have to. They just need to focus on their little niche. But you've been through that cycle where you were once a small affiliate. What can you share with our readers today?
I would say definitely don't inferior for being small. There are huge benefits, things that I miss as well, like the speed you can do something. It does slow down slightly as you get bigger, so enjoy that and be as kind of risky, as flexible as possible. And also don't kind of rely just on casino operators. You can reach out to other areas of the business as well. Speak to game developers, speak to payment providers. kind of the smaller you are, sometimes the more willing even they are to start with you and grow with. So yeah, really expand who you speak to, and don't be afraid to just contact anyone and see how you can work together. And yeah, be flexible, be fast, and you will grow.
I think that's the key thing. That's part of what our business is all about as well. It's connecting people, and it's also making people understand exactly how the industry works, so that you don't have this fear factor of reaching out and contacting, because most people in the iGaming space are really friendly and very knowledgeable, and they never sort of, it's in their best interest to educate more people about the industry. So I think my key message to affiliates, and it's definitely resonating with what you're saying, is reach out and ask. If you don't ask, you don't get. So
exactly.
It's really fresh to hear that you guys started out that way, and look at where you are today, and it's really inspirational for smaller and mid-sized affiliates too, to see that journey and to hear a little bit behind the scenes. So I really do want to thank you for your time today and for sharing some of that insight and experience. Hopefully we'll see you around at some of our events, and you'll be talking to some of the affiliates that we deal with. And thank you very much for sharing your time with us today.
And thank you for having me. Thank you.
Awesome.